Now, during the interrogation of one of the terror suspects, Dr. Shaheen Shahid, now one more doctor's name has emerged as part of this entire terror module. One name has come forward as part of this Jaish-e-Mohammed module that has planned and executed the Red Fort terror attack. Now, one team of investigators reached Hapur late night around 2:30 a.m. to get the details of an individual called Dr. Farooq, whose documents are on the screen right now. Dr. Farooq hails from Kashmir, and now what we are learning is that the police have detained Dr. Farooq from the GS Medical College in Hapur. Now, further questioning is also being done. Dr. Farooq had earlier studied at Al Falah University. So, ladies and gentlemen, the Al Falah link continues to expand. Now, another individual, Dr. Farooq, whose name was revealed to the agencies by Dr. Shaheen Shahid, he has now been taken into custody. He was arrested by the authorities from GS Medical College in Hapur, and now further questioning is currently underway. But Dr. Farooq had earlier studied at Al Falah University, and his name has been given to the agencies by Dr. Shaheen Shahid, one of the key financiers of the entire terror module. I'm joined by my colleague Anshul Singh on the broadcast, who's been tracking all the developments as they are coming in. Anshul, another link to Al Falah University and another link to Jammu and Kashmir. Dr. Farooq, who hails from Kashmir, was at Al Falah University, and now another doctor has emerged into the entire nexus of this dreaded terror module.
Well, yes, the name of Dr. Farooq has come in, and in this investigation that was done, in fact, the interrogation that was done with Dr. Shaheen, the interrogation that happened, she actually went ahead and named Dr. Farooq. So another doctor, another white-collar person who could be a part of this entire module is being interrogated at this point in time. Dr. Shaheen herself took the name of Dr. Farooq, that he was also studying in this Al Falah University, and they were working together. So another accused who was present in Hapur. So you can imagine the manner in which they were dispersing from one place to another. Dr. Adil was found in Saharanpur. Muzammil was working over here at Al Falah University. Shahina was working over here at Al Falah University. Umar was also working over here at the Al Falah University. Whereas now this new name of Dr. Farooq who has yet again links from Kashmir, who has links with Al Falah University, who has links with Shahina as well. Another doctor on the dock, another doctor who could be a part of this massive terrorist nexus, has now been taken into custody, and now further questioning is happening. It is expected that within the next few hours we can get that news as well, that the accused, that this person, Dr. Farooq, will also be arrested. But I'll just try and show you in the visuals behind me. There is movement that has started at the Al Falah University as the vehicle has been found. Senior police officers have just reached over here at the Al Falah University. The Commissioner of Police or some senior rank officer has just reached over here at Al Falah University to make sure that the entire investigation is done in the right manner, in the right sense. So definitely there are a lot of movement that is happening at this point. But this is a very crucial part of investigation, that another doctor who was studying in Al Falah University was now stationed in GS Medical College in Hapur. He has now been taken into custody. He's being questioned, he's being interrogated, and over the next few hours it is very, very likely, what sources have confirmed to us, that he would be arrested as well, because links somewhere or the other are now being established with this terrorist doctor nexus that was operating over here in North India.
Right, and at the same time, Anshul, it seems that Al Falah University seems to have been the planning hub when it comes to carrying out the entire, mapping of the route, the logistics, who does what, the assignments when it comes to this entire terror module. It seems like Al Falah University, where all of these different doctors, they seem to be converging here. And it seems that this was happening right under the noses of the authorities. They had no idea that all of these doctors who had been living, in fact, on that campus for several years, that they were planning such a dastardly terror attack.
Well, yes, and it is still not clear if the authorities or the administration had no idea. They are still being interrogated by the police. It is very pertinent to note that over the last 4 days, constant interrogation has been going on. CNN News 18 broke this as well, that there was a HR by the name of Jamil who was working over here, and he was the person who was tasked of, in fact, bringing in all these people all the way from Kashmir and then eventually over here. And from over here, remember the building number 17, room number 13. This was the command and control center where all the planning was being done by Muzammil, by Shaheena, by Umar. All of them used to meet in this room itself. That is in building number 17 of the Al Falah University, room number 13 of that building. All these people used to meet over there. They used to have meetings behind closed doors. They were not very social with other colleagues in the hostel as well. So definitely they were planning to carry out and execute these attacks for a very long time. Sources have also revealed to us is that the amount of ammonium nitrate that has been seized over here did not come in one go. It was collected from different sources and then eventually brought over here and kept at a warehouse or a logistical storehouse that they had planned, which belonged to an imam, yet again, who was working inside Al Falah University. So you can see the name of this university is coming up again and again. So it is still not clear if the administration actually knew or did not know that something like this was happening. We also broke this just a few hours ago that the NAC accreditation that they claim to have, they did not even apply for that accreditation ever. So how was this university operating? From where are the funds coming in? All these questions are very important. Was this university just a face of something bigger that was being planned by these white-collar terrorists? This is something that needs to be looked into now, and that is what the agencies are doing at this point.
Absolutely. The big question emerges, was this university a front, and not just any other front, a front right in the national capital region in Faridabad that could attack the national capital, that could target citizens in the national capital at any whim through all that planning that they were doing inside Al Falah University? Because as the probe into the Delhi blast deepens, the Al Falah University has taken center stage, ladies and gentlemen. This university in the city of Faridabad is directly linked to three main characters of this terror module: Dr. Umar Nabi, Dr. Muzammil and Dr. Shaheen Shahid. Dr. Umar is said to have been staying there for the past 7 years, while Muzammil was staying there for 3 years. Meanwhile, Dr. Shaheen, the said financier of the module, had recently moved and got introduced to the duo. Not just that, the Brezza car that was on the lookout from the agencies that they suspected had explosives in it, that was supposedly the second car that had to be used simultaneously with the I-20, which was detonated outside the Red Fort, that has now been found at Al Falah University, and currently the security forces, especially the bomb squad, are currently at Al Falah University trying to sanitize the area. But as my colleague Anshul was pointing out, time and time again, this university's name continues to crop up. There are big questions around its accreditation when it comes to its credentials. There are big questions emerging about the funding routes behind this university. So the big question remains, could this university have been a front to something much more sinister, given the fact that so many actors are involved when it comes to having links with this university? Dr. Shaheen Shahid, Dr. Muzammil and Dr. Umar. Umar being the driver of the I-20 car who detonated that car outside the Red Fort, and now the death toll is currently at 13. So that is the big question which emerges. What are the antecedents? What are the different nexus surrounding Al Falah University? And Anshul continues to be with us on the broadcast. Anshul, you're also reporting outside Al Falah University, and now the fact that security forces have been mobilized, including the bomb squad, given the fact that the Brezza car that was linked to Dr. Shaheena Shahid has also been found at Al Falah University. Are more searches going to be conducted across this university, given the fact that these key terrorists were staying there one was staying there for 7 years, one for 3 years, and one had just moved there? But it seems that they were planning these operations, they were planning these terror attacks for months and months and months.
Well, definitely the university has not been given a clean sheet by the investigators at this point. And remember, this is a multi-pronged investigation that is happening at this point. Delhi Police Crime Branch is also inside. They are constantly questioning the administration. And what is very important to note is the lab, the science lab that was in the medical building, that was allegedly used for trying to make the right amount of explosives. The ammonium nitrate was mixed there with other oxidants to somewhere or the other figure out that what kind of explosion could happen through that. I'll just try and show you in the visuals over here. Yet again, senior officers of the Haryana Police, the DCP of this area has just reached over here at the Al Falah University. So something big is probably happening inside the university at this point in time. The manner in which the vehicle has been recovered from within the university again raises a lot of questions on how this vehicle was standing over here for the past so many days, and what kind of material, if at all any, is inside that vehicle. So top officers of the Haryana Police have now reached over here. The bomb disposal squad is inside. Something big is happening is what we can sense over here right outside the gates of Al Falah University. Definitely the name of this university is coming up yet again since day one, when the Jammu Kashmir Police had initially seized 350 kilograms of ammonium nitrate that was seized just 300 meters away from this location at which I am standing. The 2500 kgs of ammonium nitrate that was seized 4 kilometers away from this location. Umar, the accused who blew himself up in front of the Red Fort, he started his journey from Al Falah University. This initial location was seen near the Al Falah University at 2 a.m. on the 10th of November. So each and every point is actually pointing towards this Al Falah University. What kind of work was being done over here, what kind of education was being imparted over here, that is something that needs to be clarified. Yet again, you can see in these visuals that there is constant movement of police forces that is happening right from inside the Al Falah University. This is the SHO of this area who has now just left from the Al Falah University, whereas other senior officers, the DCP and other senior officers, are still inside this university. Definitely something big was being planned inside this university. CNN News 18 also broke this to our viewers that there were 4 teams that were formed by them. Each team had 2 members, and the plan was to carry out simultaneous attack at different cities at the same time using the same modus operandi. Probably the plan was also to use those assault weapons that have been recovered. Remember, a modified assault weapon was recovered which has never been seen in Delhi NCR before this. These kind of weapons are generally used by terrorists up there in Jammu and Kashmir itself, Jammu and Kashmir, but not over here in the national capital. No terrorist, no gangster has ever gotten access to such sophisticated weapons. They had that access. They had 3 magazines full of bullets. They had 83 rounds spare with them as well. So something big untoward was being planned, but thanks to the alertness of the Jammu Kashmir Police that they have been able to expose this entire nexus. But Dr. Umar, whose name had come up, he got panicked. Whatever material he found, he went ahead and carried out this blast outside the Red Fort, due to which we had to suffer these massive casualties. So definitely there are a lot of links to the Al Falah University, a university which was probably training terrorists, that we can say at this point in time, because this university did not have the NAC accreditation. The UGC accreditation is something that is being looked into. What kind of degrees was it giving? Who is sponsoring this entire university? From where is the money coming? All these questions are absolutely unanswered. The university administration is not ready to come on record. Even media, as media personals, we have been over here since the morning of the 10th of November, when the initial arrest and the initial recoveries were made, and since then we haven't been allowed to get inside the university. A pamphlet was given yesterday with the statement of the university, in which they said that we have nothing to do with whatever has happened, and we do not support such activities. But no person from inside the university has yet come on record to clarify anything, to answer any of these questions. Definitely there is something fishy that could be happening within the gates of this university for the past few years, and definitely this university could be seen as the command and control center that was established over here. Another center was supposed to be established in Saharanpur, and for that Dr. Adil was given the responsibility to go ahead and indoctrinate other people and then establish a small command and control center in Saharanpur as well. So they were planning to make such centers at different locations across the national capital, which is very close to the national capital, and then eventually go ahead and carry out these blasts at several locations from different directions. Remember, the Dr. Farooq that we just told our viewers has also been found in Hapur. Hapur yet again is very close to the national capital. So all these people have been brought to the books. They are being investigated, whereas further searches are being done by the agencies to make sure that if at all any person who might have even a remotest of links with these white collar terrorists, they can also be brought to the books, and it could be made sure that all these people, the entire nexus can be brought down.